Yo, 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 good morning. It's a new week. It's a new week. It's a new week. Welcome. I know it's Tuesday, but it's Monday for us because we just getting the week started. We just getting up in here. Yo, what's happening? Hope y'all had a good weekend. Hope you had a good start to your week on Monday. We working it out. Let's see what the Lord has for us. All I know is regardless of what's going on today, everything is going to be okay. Hey, let's go. Gets you going. Everything. Yeah.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever will believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life.
Yo, turn my mic up. Y'all ain't see this coming.
Get ready to catch this. Come to snatch your righteous mind, not your edges. God is the goal, and then there's the period. This thing is real. Woo, child, we serious.
Intentional, the original. God is in control. Do it for your soul. Gotta let the whole world know. Ayo, ayo.
Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Gonna hear some good news today.
Yes, indeed. As we proceed, to give you what you need. Yo, everything's gonna be okay. Take a second if you got access to the comments. I know some of you are watching on YouTube and you don't have your keyboard there, but if you got your keyboard there, just put in the chats. Everything's gonna be okay. Good morning, GNT. Good news today. Good morning, Miss Nolanda. Everybody in the comments, yo, good morning. Welcome. Come on in. We starting a new week. God is good. God is good. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. You just never know who needs to hear that encouragement. The fact that the sun rose this morning. That means God is still on the throne. That means God is still faithful. God is still able. God is still present. God is here. Come on, Charlotte, North Carolina. What's up? Hey, New York in the house. New York, what's up? God is able. God is able. So I just want you to be encouraged and know that God is faithful. God is here. Don't give up. Keep on going. Keep on keeping on. Keep on hanging on. God is faithful, and he has not given up on you. I'll tell the story I told Sunday. In the spring of 2013, a debut crime fiction novel from a writer by the name of Robert Galbraith hit the shelves. The book received generally positive reviews, but experienced modest sales. Over its first 3 months, it sold about 8,500 copies. By the summer, the sales had dipped significantly. During the week of July 7th, the book sold just 43 copies. How then did this same book make a sudden jump to the number one best-selling book in the U.S. and in the U.K.? How did it jump from 43 copies during the week of July 7th to 17,000 copies during the week of July 14th, by the week of July 14th? How did a book that was sitting comfortably at 4,709th on the Amazon's best-selling list immediately jump to first place? It was revealed that Robert Galbraith was a pseudonym for J.K. Rowling. I think is how she says it. And that is, many of you know, the best-selling author of the Harry Potter series. So same book, but in a week, jumped to number one from 4,709th. And the only difference was the author, same content. The idea here is that we would like to think that our evaluations aren't biased, but they really are. We evaluate all the things, a lot of things with a ton of bias. This book was the same book, but they wasn't giving Robert Galbraith no love at all. But they found out it's another name on the book that wrote it, and then that same content gets all the love in the world. All I'm saying is, do you really trust your ability to evaluate well? Do you trust your judger? This is what Paul is asking the church at Corinth in chapter 4, as they are evaluating speakers, their alliances, their allegiances. They are in culture, looking at culture. And he says, you need to evaluate your evaluations. What are you judging people on? How are you evaluating people? And do you trust your filter? Do you trust how you evaluate? He says, this is how you should evaluate the people of God. This is how you should evaluate your leaders. You should look at their resiliency. You should look at their faithfulness. You should look at their ability to have accurate knowledge. Are they faithful men and women who are consistent? How are you evaluating? This led us into a conversation this past Sunday, y'all. I'm telling you, it was one of the funnest sermons I've ever preached, and one of the most convicting, because it talked about how we judge one another. Talks about how we judge one another and how we are so quick to judge people. And judging is something that we shouldn't do, but it's something that we do all the time. Like, we judge other people all the time. And I love Paul. Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 4, he says, I don't care what your judgments of me. I don't care about the public opinions judgment about me. And he says, I don't even care about my judgment of me, because I can't trust none of them to set my identity and to anchor who I am. I can't trust what you think about me. I can't trust what public opinion think about me. I can't even trust what I think about me. I've got to know and walk in what God says about me, and that's got to drive my judgment. And that just challenged me. It just pushed me. It thought, yo, I don't know about y'all. How many of you are people pleasers? You care a lot about what people think. You people pleasers. If you people pleasers, you care a lot about what people think. I'm telling you, if you care a lot about what people think, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, because if you live for their applause, you will die by their critique. Can I say that again? If you live for their applause, baby girl, my boy, my man, you're going to die by their critique. We got to care less about what people think and care more about what God has said. Can I say that again? We got to care less about what people think and care way more about what God has said. And our identity is shaped and formed by his word, just like our body, just like he spoke us into existence. He spoke, and then there was. He spoke. So he says, let there be man, and let us make him in our image and in our likeness. And how his words form the world, may his words form our identity. May his judgment of who we are and his values form our identity. Paul says, I care less about what you think, what public opinion thinks, and I won't even, because some of us, our own worst critic is ourselves. We look at other people and say, you can't hate me, you can't hate on me half as much as I hate on myself. I'm a bad mom. I'm a terrible dad. I failed, and now I'm defined by that failure. I lost my job, and now I'm not a good worker. But, oh, my goodness, we can begin to label ourselves and put stuff on ourselves way worse than any other outsider can come. That's why one of the worst things you could do is your own self-image is get damaged, and you said, because let me tell you something. It's easy to ignore somebody else talking about me. It's real hard to ignore me talking about me. Y'all hear me? I said it's easy for me to ignore somebody else talking about me. It's real hard for me to ignore me talking about me. Some of us, it's the self-talk that wears us out, that gets us. So he says, be careful about how other people's opinions shape you. And watch this, and be careful how you shape your opinions about other people. Be careful about how you shape your opinions about other people. Be careful with how you judge other people. Be careful with how you judge other people. I love this passage. Listen to this, y'all. Matthew 7:1-2 says, do not judge, or you too will be judged. So he says, don't judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Is it freezing? Am I freezing? Or is it just my mama's internet? She's saying I'm freezing. Am I freezing over there on Facebook and YouTube and all that? It says, with the same measure you use for other people is the same measure that's going to be used on you. Be careful. Eugene Peterson comes and he says the same verse, but he translates it with the Message Bible, with the Message translation. He says, I love it. Don't pick on people. Some of us, we just got to acknowledge we're bullies. We be picking on people. He says, don't pick on people. Thank y'all. I think I'm good. He says, don't pick on people. Listen to this. Don't pick on people. Don't jump on their failures. So it's clear that these are good people, that these are people that have failed. He says, don't pick on people and don't jump on their failures. So he didn't say they didn't fail. He said, yeah, they fail, but don't jump on their failures. Don't pick on people. Don't jump on their failures. Watch this. Or criticize their faults. And then it says, because that's tempting. That's tempting because we criticize the fault. We do all of that. Well, let me not talk about you. Let me talk about me. I do all of that. Let me confess my sins. Ain't no point to me calling yours out, especially you acting like you don't do none of that. So let me just do that. I do all that. I've been known to pick on people, jump on their failures, and criticize their faults. So amazing how many opinions you could have about something that ain't none of your business. Can I say that again? I said it's so amazing how many opinions you can have about something that ain't none of your business. Ain't none of your business. Ain't none of your business. It's crazy how many opinions you can have. Just think about how many opinions you can have. But he says, don't pick on people. Don't jump on their failures. Don't criticize their faults. Watch this. Unless, of course, you want the same treatment. Unless you want that same smoke. You want that smoke? You want that smoke? Unless you want that same smoke. Watch this. That critical spirit has a way of boomeranging on you. Woo! Basically, he's saying if you sowing it, you're going to reap it. If you sowing it, you're going to reap it. That critical spirit. Some of you got a critical spirit, but it's got a way of boomeranging on you. That thing will come back on you. Listen to this. It is easy to see a smudge on your neighbor's face and be oblivious to the ugly sneer on your own. It's easy to see it on other people. So you just got to watch. That's why he's saying watch it. Because it actually is easier, like quite literally, quite physically, it's easier to see something on somebody else's face than it is for me to see something on my face. In order for me to see something on my face, I have to intentionally go look in the mirror. Oh, I feel a Michael Jackson witness up in there. I'm talking about the man in the mirror. But you got people that'll look at other people's face and will refuse to look in their own mirror. And that's what he's saying. You won't look in the mirror. Do you have, watch this. It is easy to see a smudge on your neighbor's face and be oblivious to the ugly sneer on your own. And then it says, do you have the nerve to say, let me wash your face for you, when your own face is distorted by contempt? It's the whole traveling roadshow mentality all over again, playing a holier than thou part instead of just living your part. Wipe that ugly sneer off your own face, and you might be fit to offer a washcloth to your neighbor. Williams Brothers used to sing a song that says, sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Oh, yeah. Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Yeah, you sweep around my front door. And you need to sweep around your own. So I guess I want to start the week off, and the message is mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Resist the temptation to judge. Recognizing that as soon as you pull out that measuring tape and start measuring other people, that same measure will be applied to you. Now, it's hard not to judge. You look up, and before you know it, you done already judged. You done already did. So be quick. So let me say this. Practice not judging. But when you do, be quick to surrender those judgments to God. Be quick to surrender those judgments to God. Because that critical spirit has a way of boomeranging, and you don't want that thing to boomerang on you. Mind your business this week. Just mind your business. Resist the temptation to be critical of someone else's faults. Resist the temptation to pick on people. Resist the temptation to jump on their failures. Mind your business. Yeah, mind the business. I like that. Mind the business that pays you. Mind the business that pays you. So we focus this week. We focus. I'm excited. I'm doing the Better Words Masterclass again. We got such a great response last time. So Thursday at 9 a.m. If you did it before, it's going to be the same content, but you know how I am. It's going to be a little different. It'll be better. If you're just trying to get better with your words, I'm just going to kind of start running this masterclass and come spend 90 minutes with me and see if you get better. See if you get better. And then I'm launching a coaching program that's a year long that is paid. It's an expense, but this is free. You can just come and do this 90-minute thing with me for free, and to see if it opens you up to say, you know what, I want to invest in me getting better with my words, and to see if you want to do the year-long coaching cohort with me. But yeah, tell people, if you got some friends that have been thinking about just getting better at communication, better at their words, have them go sign up. The sign up is live now. Go sign up, register, hold your spot. Even if you can't make it, you'll get the replay. That'll replay for a few days after the gathering. So get that on, get that ready. Come join me in 90 minutes. I'm so excited, developing this muscle, and I'm in my giving years where I really want to give back. I really want to pour into the next generation of communicators and help us all with our better words. Because I think when our words get better, there's so much other things in our life that could get better. One of the best ways that you can get better, though, is to mind your business. So as we go into the week, go sign up, Better Words. Go to betterwordsmasterclass.com and you can check it out. The website is there, landing page. You can get the information there. or just hit me up in the DM and just say, hey, send me them better words, and I'll send you a link to go get signed up. And hey, this week, we minding our business. I ain't no judgment going on. We surrendering judgment. Paul said, I don't care what you judge me, what you think about me. I don't care what the world thinking about me. I don't even care what I'm thinking about me. I am focused on the Lord's thoughts towards me. Think about what the Lord has already said about you. Whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are of good report, think on these things. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good week. We minding our business this week. That's what we doing. We minding our business. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We are minding